What's going on YouTube? This is Nick, your boy from That Singer Reactions, and we are about to do That Singer Discussions, where we discuss the most relevant things in today's world. I want to start this out really because it's so much has happened. So many people have passed away, and I'm going to do that in a separate video, but I got to talk about this, because this is so big time for me. The Undertaker did The Last Ride, his new documentary. And he took us to a phase that we have never seen him before. This was part one. I think it's 5 parts, and it extends all the way to June. But Undertaker takes us on a journey like no other. First of all, Undertaker, to me, is the greatest superstar of all time. He is the greatest of all time. He has the longevity. He has the career stats. He has the matches, greatest matches of all times. He's held some of the most prestigious titles. He's done everything. He's done everything. He's won the Rumble. He's done everything. You know what I'm saying? The WrestleMania streak. You know what I'm saying? Which I still, to this day, find myself in the same shock that everybody in the audience had. But with that being said, I really appreciated Taker being out of character. Because like I said before, you know, if you are a wrestling fan like myself, you've seen him out of camera. Off camera. You've seen him off camera. And you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't that effect that had me surprised. It was just the effect of kind of going really in depth with how he felt, you know what I'm saying, about a lot of the stuff, because a lot of the stuff people ragged on him for being older and he should hang it up. But the funny thing is, he had the same self-doubt himself, you know what I'm saying? He was thinking the same way we was, you know what I'm saying? There is never a time in my life, I don't care how old this dude gets, that I will never not want to see Undertaker. He don't even got to do nothing. All he got to do is just hit that gong. That's all he got to do. Hit that gong and I'm in there. You know what I'm saying? Taker has solidified himself so far past a legend for me. He is the god of wrestling for me. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, the documentary showed everything. Michelle McCool, even after they took you behind the scenes of Brock Lesnar, you know what I'm saying? It was a bunch of speculation about Brock and Vince going to the hospital, but kind of seeing him at the hospital, Vince at the hospital. You can tell Vince cares a lot about Taker. He cares a whole lot about Taker. You know what I'm saying? That he would leave WrestleMania to go and make sure he's cool. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to lose Taker. Taker is huge. He would be a complete blow to the WWE industry. You know what I'm saying? Right, was a very good documentary. I feel like I said, he took us through the Roman Reigns stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm interested to see on part 2 kind of how he felt. Considering I feel like the Undertaker Roman Reigns match is kind of a empty space. It was a wasted spot, and in a way, I feel like that's what he was saying in the Rumble. What am I doing here? You know what I mean? Because, and I'm still yet unsure if that was planned or not, the Undertaker retirement, but I think in his mind he was done for. I felt it. He felt like he was done for, and he was like, you know what, I can't go out like that. I can't go out like that because I am the Undertaker. To me, Boneyard match should be his very last match. But like I said before, given this documentary, you just can't never say never with Taker. You can't never say never with him. And that's the thing. I liked the documentary overall. Like I said, it was a bunch of highlight spots. I don't think it was no dry spots in that. It was a bunch of highlighted stuff that I actually loved about the entire thing. I loved the fact that he was communicating with a bunch of the legends. He walked in and he was like, this is an old school, old school convention or something like that, full of the old legends. Because it was nothing but older people, like Jimmy Hart. It was Ric Flair there and Michael Hayes and just older people, you know what I'm saying? Triple H, Shawn Michaels, all of them greats, just nothing but greats in there. And it was just kind of funny to see him come in there. Taker, you know, he's such a human. You know what I'm saying? Taker is such a human. Like, the guy dresses so far from dark. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy has white shirts on, yellow shirts on, beanies on his head. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like the whole thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love that. Like, my personal opinion, I think they wait into part 5. I think this might be like him about ready to hang it up. I think this documentary gonna take us on a journey all the way to the last ride. And he probably gonna say on camera that he's gonna retire. I hope not. But he has to at some point. I just wanted it to be, you know, like, not like this, with this pandemic going on and stuff like that. I wanted it to be like in a setting where he's loved, period. But I want to be in a bigger setting. But this might be a great way to go out. It could be a great way to go out. Boneyard match happened. Now this documentary is the greatest documentary we've seen so far, I think. And this the shit they should have put on HBO. This what they should have put on HBO. But WWE was smart. They ringing in money because everybody want to see that. That's smart. That was very smart. And at this time, that was smart. I thought Last Ride was a pretty good documentary, really, really good documentary. Like I said before, all the breakdowns of how he felt. They showed like him actually getting knee surgery, I think, which that was really, really like extreme graphic details how they did that. But I think it's important to realize the stuff that he went through. You know what I'm saying? How his character development was, how he felt, like thinking in our shoes. He didn't want the character to be stale. It was just great, man. It was so great, man. So yeah, that was just my last ride. A little recap review of part 1. We got more to come, and you will see me back for part 2. Until that time, this is That Singer Discussions, where we discuss all things.